Sometimes I really wonder how young people today can live up to the expectations we have for them. Because, what about people who just do what needs to be done? What about people who aren't great, but they're just, well, you'll see. Let me tell you about the younger brother of Catherine the Great. Albert the Adequate woke every morning between 7:30 and 8. He had a job doing something, but he wasn't always sure quite what. He never left the house without feeding his cats or pulling the door tight shut. Albert sent his child support off each month to his first wife. He remembered people's birthdays and the milestones in their lives. He was tired after working all day and he'd lie down on the couch. But if the cat yowled, he'd get up and let it out. He had a few little hobbies. He wasn't much of a leader, I guess. But if anyone asked for help, Albert always answered yes. If he said he'd do something, you could count on him. He would show up with his crooked little grin. Each night Albert wrote in his diary before he got into his bed. Wrote down all the thoughts running round and round in his head. What he'd done that day and what he'd heard and seen. Then he drifted off to his very private dream. When Albert died, his will gave the people quite a start. He had saved a ton of money. He divided it up in parts for his children and the food bank and the homeless shelter in town. He wanted to help out people whose lives were headed down. This is the story of the younger brother of Catherine the Great. Albert the Adequate never needed to eat off a silver plate. He did not need anyone to know the kind things that he did. See, he knew, and that was enough for him. He knew, and that was enough for him.